video I have discussed about group homomorphism, and I have seen it is algebraic structure preserving map. Here all operation will be preserved. This is the group homomorphism. I have discussed in my previous video it elaborately. Then I have defined group isomorphism. And isomorphism of a group is a group homomorphism, which is 1-1-1-2 correspond. It constructs properties preserved under homomorphism. Actually, isomorphism means structure same but different language. Now consider a group of order 4 and look the Kali table. Here 3 different groups but both Kali table are same. Notice same diagonal pattern in every group, but only the element means language is different. If you notice the operation in Z4, 2 plus 3, this would be 1. But in this multiplication table, minus 1 times minus I would be I. Here 2 translated in minus 1 and 3 translated into minus I. Okay? Are you getting? Same structure but different language. So, if you consider this true group, then we can construct 1-1 correspondence between 0 to 1, 1 to I, 2 to minus 1 and 3 to minus I. So, similarly this is. So, we can tell these 3 groups are isomorphic to each other. So, we can tell Z4 is isomorphic to U5. Similarly, U5 is also isomorphic to C4. If the Kali table is same, then we can tell always the group are isomorphic. But non-matching Kali tables cannot usually tell us the group are non-isomorphic. I have seen in my previous video Z6 and U7 are both isomorphic in each other. But notice the Kali table. This Kali table and this Kali table are not same. But I have seen in my previous video Z6 and U7 both are isomorphic to each other. Here both groups are cyclic. I have seen cyclic subgroup generated by 3, which is equal to 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, which generates the whole group U7. And in my previous video, I have seen there exists a homomorphism f from Z6 to U7 by f of n equal to 3 to the power n. And there exists a 1-1 corresponds between this element. So, we have told Z6 is isomorphic to U7. If you reorder the row and column of U7, then you will find an 1-1 corresponds between 0 to 1, 1 to 3, 2 to 2, 3 to 6, 4 to 4 and 5 to 5. This is the 1-1 corresponds. Are you getting? So, if the Kali table are not same, it does not imply the both group is non-isomorphic. If the group are cyclic, then we can easily create an 1-1-1-2 homomorphism by its generator. Okay? So, one way to find an isomorphism is to match up generator and their powers. Okay? Alright. There is a nice theorem. Every cyclic group of order n are isomorphic. Not only order n, it is true for all order. Every cyclic group of same order are isomorphic to each other. Let's see the proof. Let capital G1 and capital Z2 are both cyclic group of order n. Okay, and let x1 and x2 be the generator of capital G1 and capital G2 respectively. Now consider a map F from G1 to G2 such that f of x1 to the power k equal to x2 to the power k. And this map always a homomorphism. Let's verify. F of x1 to the power n and x1 to the power m equal to f of x1 to the power n plus m, which is also equal to x2 to the power n plus m. This is equal to x to the power n up into x to the power m, which is similar to f of x1 to the power n times f of x2 to the power m. So this is a homomorphism, and this map always a well-defined bijection. Okay, so G1 is isomorphic to Z2. Well, and there exists a nice theorem. Let capital G be a cyclic group of order n. Then there is an isomorphism F from capital G to Zn. And this is true always. Any cyclic group always isomorphic to Zn. Let's see the proof. Let consider a mapping F from Zn to Z defined as Fn equal to a to the power n, where a is generator of capital G, since G is a cyclic group. Then what would be order of the cyclic subgroup generated by A? This would be n. Then capital G equal to E equal to a to the power 0, a to the power 1, a square, a cube, e to the power n minus 1. And Zn equal to, all of us know, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1. And look, there is a 1, 1 corresponds. Always. Just see the proof of 1, 1. Because we have to prove the function is homomorphism and both 1, 1, 1, 2. Let xy be two element in Zn. Assume fx equal to fy. We have to show x equal to y. Fx equal to fy means a to the power x equal to a to the power y. That imply a to the power x minus y equal to identity. And from this line we can tell order of A divide x minus y, and that imply n divide x minus y. That means x minus y is congruent to 0 modulo n, which also imply x is congruent to y modulo n. And from this line we can tell x equal to y, which is member of Zn. So this function is 1, 1. And since order same, so we all of us know any 1, 1 function must be onto. So this is both 1, 1 and onto function. And I have proved many times this is homomorphism. So G is always isomorphic to Zn. Okay? There is just other important theorem. An infinite cyclic group generated by A is always isomorphic to Z. How? Construct the mapping F from a to the power k to k. And this is always homomorphism, because Let consider AI, AJ be the member of cyclic subgroup generated by A. Then what would be f of a to the power I times a to the power j? This is equal to f of a to the power I plus j, which is by construction equal to I plus j, and this is similar to f of a to the power I times f of a to the power j. So this mapping always homomorphism. Okay? Well, now we have to prove is this 1 1 and 2, and this is always obviously, because we all of us know AI equal to AJ if and only I equal to j. So this is always 1 1, and by the construction it is always on 2. So any cyclic group generated by A always isomorphic to Z. Now let's see couple of example based on this theorem. I have seen in my previous video U5 is isomorphic to U10. Okay? And we all of us know order of UN equal to Euler phi function. And in my previous video I have seen order of U5 equal to 4, which is equal to set of all elements 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have seen cyclic subgroup generated by 3 generate the whole group U5. Similarly, order of U10 equal to 4, which contains 4 elements 1, 3, 7, 9, and cyclic subgroup generated by 7 is generate the whole group U10. I have seen in my previous video. Okay? So since these are cyclic group, so according to previous theorem, we can tell U5 is isomorphic to Z4 because here the order 4. Similarly, U10 is also isomorphic to Z4, and by the transitive property of isomorphism we can tell U5 is isomorphic to U10. Okay? Similarly, order of U12 equal to 4, and this contains the element 1, 5, 7, 11. Okay? If you notice, 5 to the power 0 equal to 1, 5 to the power 1 equal to 5, 5 square equal to 1, and 5 cube equal to 5. So I am not getting all elements of U12. So 5 cannot generate the whole group U12. Similarly, 7 to the power 0 equal to 1, 7 to the power 1 equal to 7, 7 square equal to 1, and 7 to the power cube equal to 7. This is also not generator of this group, and if you check 11, similarly you will say this is also not generator of the group U12. So U12 is not cyclic group. So U12 is not isomorphic to other true group. Are you getting? That means if two groups are cyclic of same order, then this group will be isomorphic. And why the cyclic group cannot isomorphic to non-cyclic group? One reason is isomorphic preserve the order of the element, and there exists a nice theorem. Let G and G dash be groups, and F is a mapping from G to G dash. Be an isomorphism if for all G in capital G, order of G and order of FG agree. That means order of G always equal to order of image of G. Okay? And this is true for all elements of the group capital G. Okay? Let's see one example by use of this theorem. S4 and D4. What is the order of S4? Order of S4 equal to 4 factorial, that means 24. And order of D4 equal to 2 into 12, that means 24. Notice both order are same, but they are not isomorphic to each other. How the element of S4 look like? We know S4 are permutation group on 4 symbol, and we also know every permutation are product of disjoint cycle. So one cycle 1 plus 1 plus 1, that means identity. Other 1 2 plus 1 plus 1, that means 1 transposition. This is all 1 transposition. And other 2 transposition, 2 plus 1, this is 2 transposition. And other cycle type is 3 plus 1, these all are. And other one more cycle 4, only element which contain only 4 element, this. So S4 has elements of order 1, 2, 3 and 4. S4 has element of order 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay? And D4 contains identity R, R square, R cube up to R to the power 11. Here R is rotation and other is reflection. That means T, TR, TR square, TR cube up to TR to the power 11. Okay? And we all of us know R to the power 12 equal to identity. So the order of the rotation is 12. So there exists a cyclic subgroup of order 12. But S4 has no element of order 12. So S4 cannot isomorphic to D4. Okay? Here notice S4 and D4 has same order, but they are not isomorphic. That means order same. It is necessary condition for isomorphism, but not sufficient. Okay? Well, but S3 is always isomorphic to D3 because we all of us know S3 contains the element 1, 2 cycle are 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3 and 3 cycle are 1, 2, 3 and 1, 3, 2. And D3 contains identity R naught and the elements of order 2 are flips. F is flips under this diagonal, F prime is under this diagonal and F double prime is flips under this diagonal. Are you getting? And there exists other element of order 3 is rotation, and this is R1 20 degree and R24 degree. Okay? Well, and notice order of elements are same, so both group are isomorphic to each other, and we can create an isomorphism from S3 to D3. Associated this element identity with R naught, 1, 2 with F, 1, 3 with F dash, 2, 3 with F double dash, 1, 2, 3 is R120 degree and 1, 3, 2 is R24 degree. Okay? Now create a mapping F from S3 to D3 such that F of 1 equal to identity, F of 1, 2 equal to F, F of 1, 3 equal to F prime, F of 2, 3 equal to F double prime, F of 1, 2, 3 equal to R120 degree and F of 1, 3, 2 equal to R24 degree. And notice this is 1, 1 onto both. Now check the homomorphism. Take F of 1 2 1 2 3 and do the composition. This would be after composition f of 2 3 and f of 2 3 equal to what? F double dot. Does the product equal? That means the product f of 1 2 and f of 1 through 2 3 be equal? Let's check. Let's consider the equilateral triangle 1 2 3. Here f of 1 2 equal to small f and f of 1 2 and 2 3 equal to r 120 degree. Let's verify. This is an equilateral triangle 1 2 3. After rotation r 120 degree, then it would be 1 to 2. That means this is 1, 2 to 3, this 2 and 3 through 1. After flipping around f, this would be 2 to 1 3 and this is nothing. This is equal to f double prime. So our homomorphism condition has satisfied here. So this map is homomorphism and 1 1 onto both. So we can tell S3 is isomorphic to D3. Okay? Well, let's say some properties of isomorphism. Since isomorphism is a homomorphism, so it will satisfy all properties of homomorphism. Let's consider a mapping F from G to Z dash. The idea is pick an element A from capital G. Then apply F using isomorphism. I will get F of A. Then F of A be the member of capital Z dash and F of A has same properties which has A in G. So the name may be changed in G dash, but all properties of G will satisfy here. You getting? This is the actual idea of isomorphism. Let's see the properties. First properties is, let F be a mapping from G to Z dash be an isomorphism and for all AB in G and K be any integer, then first property is f of EZ equal to EZ prime. That means every isomorphism sends identity element of capital G to identity element of capital G prime. Okay? And the second property is f of AK always similar to fa to the power k. That means it associates power of elements to one group to power of elements to other group. Are you getting? Well, and if k is negative, then what would be? We all of us know homomorphism sends identity inverse to inverse. So it is true for all k. That means in isomorphism, power always map to power. And the third property is, let's suppose two elements of capital G that commutes each other. Then it also commute in G prime. That means if A times B equal to B times A, that imply FA times FB equal to FB times FA. That means commute to commute. And the fourth condition is, if the group G is abelian, then G prime would be abelian, and this is an if and only if condition. Let's see one example, Q8. We all of us know this group is non-abelian group. Now my question, is Q8 isomorphic to Z8? Z8 means additive group of order 8. Both orders same. But this is not isomorphic because here the Q8 is non-abelian group and Z8 is abelian group. So they cannot isomorphism. Okay? Fifth property is, if A is generator of capital G, then f of A would be generator of capital Z dash. Okay? And this is if and only if condition. The sixth property I have seen before, in isomorphism, order of element always invariant. Okay? And the seventh property is, if I have any equation which is solvable in G, if this is the equation and B be the kth root in capital G, then f of B would be kth root in capital Z dash. That means how many kth root in this group? Always same. Okay? And ninth and last property is, Z and Z prime have same number of elements of order K. And this is all are properties of isomorphism. Okay? Well, now my question, is Z12 is isomorphic to D6? Look, here order same, but this group are not isomorphic because here 1 is generator in Z12, but f of 1 cannot be generator in D6. So these group are not isomorphic to each other. Now notice the equation x to the power 4 equal to 1, which has a real solution plus minus 1 and has complex solution x equal to plus minus 1 and plus minus I. Since the solution are not same, so non-zero real number with respect to multiplication is not isomorphic to non-zero complex number with respect to multiplication. Are you getting this property, this seventh property? Well, now let's see some properties of subgroup under homomorphism. This is also properties of isomorphism. Okay? Let's see. Let F be homomorphism from G to Z dash and capital A is be subgroup of G. Then f of A is the subgroup of capital G dash. That means if A is B subgroup of G, then under homomorphism f of A must be subgroup of G dash. Let's see the proof. We all of us know by homomorphism f of E equal to E bar, which is member of f of A. Hence, f of A is non-empty. Now, consider f of A1 and f of A to be two member of f of A. Then what would be f of A1 times f of A2 inverse? We all of us know in homomorphism inverse maps to inverse. That means this is equal to f of A1 times f of A2 inverse. Okay? And the properties of homomorphism, this is equal to f of H1 H2 inverse, which is member of f of H. So, by first step test, f of H must be subgroup of G bar. Okay? Wait. The second property is, if capital H is cyclic subgroup of G, then f of h would be cyclic subgroup of G dash in homomorphism. This is subgroup H in G, then this f of H is cyclic in G bar. Let's see the proof. Since H is cyclic, let A be the generator of capital H and let f of H be the member of f of capital H. Since H is a cyclic group, so H, small h, equal to always a to the power k for some integer k. Okay, that imply f of a is equal to f of a to the power k, and by the property of homomorphism, this is equal to f of a to the power k. Here f of a is the generator of f of h, so f of h must be cyclic subgroup of G dash. Are you getting? Property is, if H is abelian, then f of H will be abelian, and this proof is similar. And fourth property is, if H is normal in G, then f of H is normal in f of G. Let's see the proof. Let f of H be the member of f of capital H and f of G be the member of f of capital G. Then what would be f of G times f of H times f of G inverse? By homomorphism, this is equal to f of G H G inverse. This is member of f of capital H since H is normal in G. So that imply f of H is normal in f of G. Okay? Well, this result is also true of inverse mapping. If L be the subgroup of the group G dash, then F inverse L would be the subgroup of the group G. That means subgroup of inverse map also will be subgroup, and this is also true for normal subgroup. If N be the normal subgroup of G dash, then F inverse N will be the normal subgroup of G. Are you getting? Well, and after knowing these properties, this would be more easier to find homomorphism and isomorphism. Let's see one example using this property. Let's consider a mapping F from Z2 to F5. Z2 contains two elements 0 and 1, which is cyclic group. We all of us know. And this is A5. 0 map to identity and 1 map to product of disjoint cycle 1 to 4, 5. This is the image of this mapping. Okay. Here the entire group Z2 is normal subgroup itself. Let's consider A is equal to set of all elements 0 and 1. Then F of A is it normal subgroup? Consider any element from A5. Consider an element 2, 3, 4 from A5. It conjugate with identity always. But now check, is it conjugate to this cycle? 2, 3, 4 with conjugate 1, 2, 4, 5. The inverse will be 2, 4, 3. The value equal to 1, 3, 2, 5. And this is not member of the image f of H. So f of H not be a normal subgroup. So this homomorphism cannot exist. Are you getting? After knowing this property, how you can find any homomorphism?